Hello, everyone. To start again from the beginning, my name is Mohamed Aboelsoud, and we will go through the curriculum of healthcare quality management, and we will discuss. Let's start with know what is CPHQ and what is the component of or the content for the examination, and what is the NHQ that provides this exam. Uh, let's start with NHQ. NHQ is the organization that provide the examination for CBHQ, and it is, as you know, it is a professional exam that you study yourself or take a course like this one, and after that you sit for the exam. The exam is 3 hours. Let's write it down. The exam is in 3 hours and 140 question. You should the score is from 125, and there is 15 extra question. These questions for pre-test, this will not be calculated in the final score, and the main score is 125, and you should it's around 90, 91, 92 from 125 to pass the exam. The main concept for the exam and what we are interested to understand in the course is your mindset, to understand well what is quality management and the concepts behind quality management and patient safety and etc. And this field is very, very important. And this certificate is one of the most certificates, powerful certificate in this field around the world. It is recognized and accredited from different reputable organizations. And it is, if you put it down in your CV, it will add more credential and makes your CV to be very powerful. Okay, now what is Stabrak? This is our organization, and I am the CEO of the organization, and we have different options for you to facilitate the learning journey. First of all, after you make login, you will find here your profile. Please focus on these instructions to be to get your material and course content without any difficulties. From the right corner above this your profile, and once you open your profile, there is different tabs. Here is the tab of courses, and you will find your course here. Okay, you'll find your course. Beside it, certificates. After you finish our course, you will find a certificate that downloadable, and you can share it directly to LinkedIn. And so we are licensed from KHDA. It is Knowledge and Human Development Authority in Dubai. So we are licensed, and you will get a certificate like this one. You can share it or download it in high quality form and share it to any social media platform. To back to your profile. Also here in quizzes, you can find all quizzes that you answered in your course, and you will see it later. This is like a record of all your answers in different quizzes in your course, and we will go through it multiple times later and explain it what is the benefit for these quizzes and the answers to be recorded in your profile. Once you record, you register for the exam. Please share your date to be informed that your exam date, and to be ready, and we can make one-to-one session and give you instructions to be ready for the exam. And if you have any questions, you can contact support team admins through WhatsApp, or you can also submit a support ticket from here. Okay, you can open a new ticket and start your question and wait support team response. So back to the same window. Here your course is integrated healthcare quality management program. Once you open it, you will find the content here. Okay, the content is divided into 7 sections. Each section has numerous multiple scenarios. We will explain what is scenarios and why our program be like scenario-based learning, and you will like it, and you will apply all knowledge in scenarios. So it will be very helpful, and we will go through this later once we start the explanation. Once you open any one of lectures here, you will find, after finishing the lecture, you will find the recorded session here. Now you will not find anything in your account. There is no problem. But after we finish the lecture, the IT team will add the lecture to the website, and you can access it later after the lecture. Under each scenario, you will find some of questions. We will answer it together. Back to the main page of the course. So this is the content and material here. I will explain it later for you. The program handbook is this is the most important handbook that you should use to study your lessons and to be ready for the exam, inshallah. I will go through it now. And community here, also you can, beside the icon of your profile, you will find the community here that you can click it and start your questions for CPHQ course, and I will answer your questions. There is no problem if you find some posts in Arabic. There is no problem. You can post your question in English, and I will answer you. And one of my assistant will add several questions, and you can share your understanding and answer the question. And if you have any inquiry, just post your comment. Now we will back to the course, and if you have any questions, please say it, ask it, or post it in chat. Do you have any question? Okay. Let's start our session with explaining what is scenario-based learning. Actually, in the previous, I provide course in chapters and explain each topic separately. And it's more than 10 years explaining this course like this, and it was very helpful and helps too much colleagues to pass the exam and understand and work with quality management in their hospital and their system, whatever it is. But to be updated and to provide the course in as you like, it's applicable way. And if you don't have any experience before, you can understand well what is the course and what is the material and what is the concept of quality management be applied in real life or real scenarios. And also the exam, I said before, that is 140 questions. Around 25% is recall questions, which is just to recall the information, and around 60% it's about application. So how you can apply your knowledge in answering the different scenario or different situations. So exam, it is more professional and applicable. So in scenario based learning, we will explain our course in scenarios. And the last category of the exam, it is about analysis questions. Analysis questions. So in our course, we will go through different scenarios. It's around 26, it's exactly 26 scenario. In each scenario, we will teach and learn as a specific concept and answer 5 questions after we finish each scenario. Let's start with the first scenario one to understand what we are talking about: quality and leadership structure at Stabroek Hospital. In scenario one, there is a discussion, and it's a small discussion to be ready. It's just 4 slides, and after that we can explain what is the concepts behind this discussion. Imagine that it is a governance board meeting from different individuals here, and Mr. Abdurrahman al-Kurdi, who is the chairman of governance board or board of directors or board of trustees. I will explain it more in our in next sessions. Chairman of governance board opens the governance board meeting, emphasizing the need to revisit the hospital vision for quality. In this meeting, Mr. Abdurrahman, imagine that you are in your hospital, that there is a board of governance in your hospital, and they met together to discuss what is quality, and we need to revisit hospital vision for quality and know what we can do to improve performance in our hospital. Dr. Hanan Osman, who is a quality manager in our Stabroek Hospital and our scenarios, she will go through with us to the end of the scenarios to explaining the concepts that we need. Is invited to discuss the quality challenges the organization faces. She invited to the governance board to discuss what quality challenges the organization faces. Dr. Hanan explained. Dr. Hanan explained. Sorry, our hospital is currently struggling with inconsistent patient safety practices. So this is one of the issues that most of us faces it every day: patient safety practices, fragmented quality processes, and a lack of dedicated resources to build a comprehensive quality system. She asks for the directing of the resources toward building a quality system for the organization. Imagine yourself as Dr. Hanan, who is quality manager, and you participate in a meeting. You are not a member in the governance board, and you invited to the governance board just to explain or discuss your quality challenges. Okay. Miss Laila Al-Hamami, here, she is vice chairman and financial expert of governance board, raises a concern. While I support excellence, she asking, while I support excellence, we need to ensure that the quality initiatives don't drain our financial resources, especially given the current market challenges. This is a question and inquiry. In most of hospital leadership, they afraid from consuming too much resources in quality, and we already have too much challenges in the market. Engineer Yusuf Al Ali, who is community representative in governing board, adds from the community perspective, they value quality perspectives. From the community perspective, they value quality, but they also expect affordable care. They need to quality in the service they receive, and also they can't pay too much money for gaining this service. As you see in governance board, this is Mr. Abdurrahman Al-Kurdi, and Ms. Laila is a financial expert. Engineer Yusuf is a community representative. So governance board is a collection of different expertise. We will go through it later. Ms. Reem Zahrani, who is legal expert in governance board, reinforces that legal compliance is directly tied to quality and can protect the hospital from litigation. We need to protect the organization from litigation. So quality, we will provide good value for the hospital, and also we are afraid from consuming too much resources. Dr. Hanan starts to discuss the financial benefits of quality management, and there is no contradiction. She assures them that quality, it will not consume too much money, and we will explain it later. Dr. Sami Al-Ansari, healthcare consultant, and he is also a member in governance board, supports her point with an example. In a similar hospitals, implementing robust quality systems reduced readmission by 15% and saved over $200,000 in operational cost. Mr. Abdurrahman Al-Kurdi, the chairman of governance board, is convinced and asked Dr. Hanan what she needs from them. As you see, they care about quality and quality manager opinion. You will be invited in the future, inshallah, and in your hospital, you will be invited to different leadership meetings to discuss different concern or needs from your side. She asks for time to explain to all governance board members what is leadership. If we want to start from the beginning in your hospital as a quality manager or quality professional, start from leadership. This is the most important topic and the most important individuals in your hospital to guide them. And what is required from all leadership? Simply saying leadership commitment and the cultural change. Those two concepts, we will discuss them in detail. What is leadership and what is commitment means, and what is culture and what culture change means. Dr. Ayman, hospital CEO, asks here, when we said leadership, who is included? It is one of the most important questions in our hospital. What is meant by leadership? In Dr. Hanan, who is included, explains the leadership structure and the role of each of them. We will go through in our, we will discuss in our lecture what is leadership and what is leadership structure and the role of each of them to support quality. By the end of the discussion, even skeptical members acknowledge that quality is not just a cost, it's an investment with measurable return. So if we want to start from the beginning, we are meeting today to discuss quality management. So we need to start what is quality for the first instance. Quality is doing the right thing right from the first time and every time. This is the main definition that we can use everywhere, every time. Quality is doing the right thing right from the first time and every time. Quality, do the right thing. You should do the right in your planning, in your life, in your work, in your studying, in your cooking, in your home, doing the right thing. It is not about just doing the right thing. You should do it right. It's not about doing the right thing. If you want to study now, you will open your books and sit on your chair and study. And you can study right and you can study wrong. So if you want this quality, so you need to do the right thing right. How we can do the right thing right, we will discuss it in future, inshallah. From the first time and every time. we also need to do the right thing right from the first time. We don't need to consume too much time in trial and error. And every time, from the first time and every time, this is the most popular definition for quality, and we don't memorize it as it is. We need to understand every single word in this definition. Error-free system is another definition for quality. In quality, we always need to understand that the problem and the errors, it doesn't come from individuals, it is from the system, and we can eliminate all errors from the system, but we can't do this without scientific and statistical management base. There is another definition, which is, and before that, we can understand something. In natural sciences, like medicine, chemistry, physics, natural sciences, medicine, chemical, physics, math, it is about one definition for each concept, just one definition. If you want to define diabetes, you will define it as like XYZ. This is the diabetes. There is no two definitions for the concept, for a single concept, like as it is in physics or chemistry. But in like human or social sciences, like quality, like management, like economic, marketing, and so on, there is two different definitions for each concept. So I selected those three because they carry a definition that is related to our performance, and we can summarize all of quality management in those three concepts or definitions. A third definition that we want to understand: anything less than ideal is an opportunity for improvement. I want to ask you a question now. Quality, quality, it's about perfection or excellence. It's you can select one or two, or say it is perfection or excellence. You can share your thoughts. Yes, please. Two. It's about excellence. Thank you. Please, your participation is very critical for me. It's about perfection or excellence. I'll explain it in details, but please share your thoughts. Yes, please. You are hearing excellence. Yes. Who else? Be ready for participation, please. Be ready for participation, all of you. Thank you. Actually, it's about excellence. Perfection is a limited stage. So if you imagine that perfection is like this image, whatever it is the perfection stage. You will take your ladder like this, and you reach this level, which is a perfection from your perspective. Here, you will stop. Here, you said that it is enough. But excellence, it endless stage of continuous improvement. So in quality, we're always seeking excellence. As you see, the era of artificial intelligence those days, a couple of months ago or years ago, we astonished from the era of artificial intelligence. We didn't expect it. So if we imagine that the universe without artificial intelligence is perfect, and we don't need any innovations in this stage, we are perfect, so artificial intelligence will not be invented. But artificial intelligence is a shape or image of continuous improvement. So we don't have a special design or unique design for quality, but we always seek for continuous excellence, continuous improvement. So anything less than ideal is an opportunity for the improvement. This is the motive for every one of you, that if we don't achieve a good status, we are motivated to achieve, to improve, to it is an opportunity for improvement in the future. From Joran, who is the father of quality. By the way, we don't memorize quality. We don't memorize it. We need to understand the concepts behind it. And in the exam also, the questions, all questions are related to the concepts, and you understand well what is quality, or you just memorize some of concepts and will not pass the exam in that case. Joran is the father of quality. Advise and define quality in two shapes and two steps. Each is two is the product and service feature follows the freedom from deficiencies. In freedom from deficiencies, it is the main focus in the beginning. The main focus to minimize any or freedom from deficiency, eliminate all deficiencies in the service, decreasing errors, and eliminate, for example, a hospital-acquired infection or unscheduled return to emergency department, excessive wait time, lost lab results, and so on. And after you achieve a stable status quo from this level, freedom from deficiency, you can seek more service features. Most of our hospitals in nowadays, they are interested in the shape of the organization, the service features, a pleasant waiting area, app use and application use, and for example, seeking for pleasant meetings and so on. And the core service, it is not well performed. So this is the quality definition from Joran. Now, after if you like Dr. Hanan Osman and you are invited to a leadership meeting, you will start with explaining for leadership what is quality. This is the main concept. Most of leadership nowadays in our hospitals don't understand what is quality. So first of all, explain what is quality. And after that, they discuss about Ms. Laila and Engineer Yusuf and Ms. Sareem Zahrani. They discuss different concepts and concern regarding quality. Ms. Laila, afraid from drain financial resources. Engineer Yusuf, caring about affordable care and value for the community, and Ms. Reem concerned about legal liabilities and compliance. To assure them, Dr. Hanan started to discuss the financial benefits of quality management. Let's go through it and what you can discuss with your leadership in your hospital. It's about cost of quality. Cost of quality divides into two main categories: cost of good quality and cost of poor quality. To avoid consuming your resources in poor quality, like failure costs, you should pay your money in good quality for prevention cost and appraisal cost. What is the difference? If you don't pay for quality and your system is poor, you will make too much failures. If the failure in your hospital and doesn't go outside, In that case, you will pay failure cost, which is internal. Like you repeat the lab test again because there is a failure, there is wrong results because of technician not well trained, or the equipment is not functioning well. So you will repeat the result, and you will repeat the test, and you will consume too much resources, and you will the customer will pay it once. Okay, this is the first internal failure cost, for one of the examples for internal failure cost. Yes, I think you suffer from this as a lab professional. Another example, if you don't have a good schedule for your operation room, so the patients will the schedule is not developed well. So instead of your operations can do like or perform like 10 operations a day. And because of you don't have a good planning for your schedule, you instead of performing 10 operations, you do 5 operations only. So this is internal failure cost because you missed a benefit or revenue or a profit from 5 operations a day. This is internal failure cost. Imagine that you have a refrigerator that is not working well. So all vaccines or medications stored in it will be discarded as a waste. This is internal failure cost. And imagine that your failures goes outside your hospital. For example, for a patient, the patient will not be satisfied, and in that case, he will not be returned, or customer retention level will be very low, and he will post on social media comment that can affect your hospital reputation. And also, insurance companies will not renew their contracts with your services, and you will lose extra money. And imagine a patient that faces a problem or a failure or error in your hospital, and raise a claim or lawsuits in court to gain compensation. All of this is external failure costs. So, because you don't have a good quality system, you will consume your resources in internal failure and in external failure costs. To avoid this, we will consume our resources in good quality. What is it? In good quality costs, we will pay our resources for prevention costs. What we meant by prevention cost? You will pay for quality system, trained individuals, education sessions. You will purchase an equipment or equipments that are well qualified, or the staff is competent for performing different tests in this equipment. You will air conditioning or designing or everything in your hospital. You will put, for example, infection control protocols in its place, and all of the material and products need for this will be available in your hospital, and so on. Electronic healthcare systems that can prevent failures or errors from alerting or give alarm to staff to prevent committing an error, and like this. All of these prevention costs, you will pay it once or sometimes repeatedly on interval basis, whatever it is, and you will consume another cost, which is appraisal cost. Appraisal cost, it's about like maintenance cost. Maintenance cost. Imagine that you purchase a very expensive car and will not go to agent or maintenance every 6 months or 10,000 kilometers for maintenance, you will lose this car. So to maintain the quality of the car, you will buy a safety car, a luxury car, and you will pay extra according to intervals for maintenance. If you purchase an equipment for lab and you don't make maintenance contract, for example, for maintaining the quality of this lab equipment, it will perform errors. So you will cost money in your good quality to avoid cost of poor quality. So in theoretical, you will pay, for example, $1 for prevention cost and $10 for appraisal cost. If you don't pay this $11, you will pay around $100 for internal failure cost and $1,000 for external failure cost. So we need to pay just $11 to avoid consumption of $1,100. This is the cost of. Imagine that you are in a meeting in governance room and explaining to all leadership that the cost of quality, and you make your homework or your duties, you collect all data you need, and already there is a lot of failures in our hospitals everywhere. You can collect all of this data and present it in your meeting to leadership. They will convince about quality, and like Mr. Abdurrahman, Miss Laila, Engineer Yusuf, and Mr. Reem, they will convince about quality. So we're explaining the financial benefits of quality management, and there is no contradiction about their concern. Dr. Sami confirms this, and Mr. Abdurrahman, the governance board chairperson, asked about what she needs from them. She starts with, I need all governance board members to know what is leadership and what is the rule. It's about leadership, commitment, and culture change. Dr. Ayman asked what is leadership. She explains leadership structure and rule of each of them. Let's go to start with what is leadership. She needs every governance board member, and also I need all of leadership, whoever in the organization, in your organization, to know what is leadership. Leadership, it's about influencing. Influencing, to be influencer, that you affect individuals. You can guide others, and they follow you to achieve something, whatever it is. To make the changes necessary to achieve results, this is influencing people to make the changes necessary to achieve results. This is the main role of governance board and executive team. In other definition, it is the direction, guidance, and the example given to others to get quality work done and achieve intended objectives. This is the structure of leadership. Dr. Ayman said, what you mean by leadership in actually in accreditation standards, whatever SABAHI or JCI or any accreditation standards, when say leadership, they means 3 levels of leadership. The first level is governance board, second is executive council, and third is medical council. First, governance board. In the governance board, you see here, all of these individuals, only 4 members who is executive member. Doctor, let's demonstrate it in other course to This is hospital board, our hospital board, as you see. Mr. Abdurrahman is non-executive director. What we are what is meant by non-executive director? He is not responsible for daily operations. Okay. Miss Laila, also non-executive director, not responsible for daily basis or daily operations. Engineer Yusuf, community representative, non-executive director also. Dr. Ayman, who is executive, hospital CEO. Ex officio member means that he is assigned to this role or to be a member in governance board by his title, not by himself, by his title. Just if Dr. Ayman not become leader hospital CEO tomorrow, he will not be a board member, of course. And the new CEO will be a new board member. But others, it by themselves. There is no problem, there is no position, they is by themselves. So ex officio means by his title. Also, Dr. Rania Khalil is a medical director, ex officio member. Ms. Reem Zahrani, also non-executive. Dr. Sami, healthcare consultant, non-executive. Dr. Hala Al-Masri, patient advocate, stakeholder representative for patients and also non-executive. Dr. Farid, advisory member and non-executive. The executive in 11 persons of governance board, just 4. And in some other hospitals, you can collect data about your governance board in your hospital. Some hospital doesn't include any executive member in their membership. So here in our example, Sabrak Hospital, in 11%, the 11%, just 4 are executive members. Dr. Ayman, hospital CEO. Dr. Rania is a medical director. Mr. Khalid El Chami, who is a strategic planning manager and executive member also. Ms. Noor Al Badawi, chief financial officer, and she is executive board member. So 4. Back to our so here Dr. Ayman, Dr. Rania, Khalid, Noor are executives. So as you see, Dr. Ayman, Dr. Rania, Ms. Noor, and Mr. Khalid are board members and also executive council. What is meant by executive? Daily operations. They have their duty from 8 to 5 every day, and you can see them and you meet with them regularly. But governance board usually meet around 4 times a year, quarterly, just one meeting quarterly. They are responsible for governance, and we will explain right now what does governance mean. Executive council, 4 members and different other members, as you see, from here to this seat in executive council. Here, usually in any industry other than hospitals or healthcare, governance board, executive council, or management level, this governance level, and this is management level. All of these 2 layers or 2 layers of leadership, always the only layers top level of leadership in any industry other than healthcare. But in healthcare, we need a specialized technical individuals who is the medical council. So this is the 3rd leadership level once we talk about leadership. So as you see, Dr. Rania here, she is here as a member, and she here as a leader for the medical council. These 3 layers of leadership, what is meant by leadership in our hospital? This is a leadership structure. this level for governance, and this level for execution or executive performance, who is management performance, daily operations. What is meant by governance? Governance means the process of decision making and the process of decision making implementation. Governance board rule is to issue or design the framework for decision making, the framework of law and regulations that control the process in a hospital. They design the corporate bylaw, which is rules and regulations to guide all decisions in the hospital. They are responsible for any corporate bylaws they design or write the corporate bylaws, which define the formal governing body and the administrative structures and lines of authority, responsibility, accountability, and the communication in the hospital. They just meet for designing the regulations to guide the framework for decision making, how law and regulation will be implemented, what is about transparency, what is about responsiveness, what is about caring about patient, what is about quality, what is the vision for the organization. They are responsible for all of these issues just for designing the framework, designing the policies, how the executive council will make the decisions, how this Dr. Ayman will report all of errors in the hospital to them, when to make decision himself, when he should contact them directly to make to delegate or to make decision on his behalf, or vice versa, and to control all of the organization from their brains. So imagine like this. They are the brain. They are the brain, and those are the muscles. Okay? Okay. See, this is the first level. And one of the most important question in our exam, actually is not our exam only, but all professional exams in management, CPHQ, CPHRM, which is Certified Professional in Healthcare Risk Management, CBBS, Certified Professional in Patient Safety, CIC, Certified in Infection Control. All of these exams includes the same question. Who carries the ultimate or legal responsibility for any service or quality performance or errors or whatever in the hospital? The governance board carries the ultimate and legal responsibility, carries the ultimate and the final responsibility or legal responsibility. Why? Because he has the capability and official actual he is has a legal duty in the by law and by constitution in the community and the country. He carries the legal responsibility for any decisions in the hospital, for any decision in any organization. He has the power, he has the authority, he has the decision to change the CO if he doesn't perform well. He can change all stuff in this organization. He can change himself action. If governance board member like this one doesn't perform his work well, he has the regulations and has the bylaw to change him. If they don't perform their work as required by law and required by regulations in the country, they will be claimed. They will be gain. Company or owners can ask for claims or compensation from them, or they have the legal or ultimate responsibility about everything in the organization. They are responsible also for guiding the organization regarding the vision and mission of the organization. Mission and vision is a part of a strategic plan. But they can delegate the strategic plan to executive council. But they delegate it, and they need to approve the strategic plan because this is the main direction of the organization. They put and write the mission and vision of the organization, and all of the executive council and medical council and all of the individual, all employees in the organization will guide them vision and mission. So this is an overview about governance board. And what about muscles? What about executive council and medical councils? They are responsible for implementation. They are responsible for execution. They are responsible for management of daily operations, of daily activities. And medical council is responsible for clinical performance. They are responsible for privilege and the credentials of professionals in the hospital. Okay, this is the leadership structure that we need to understand in our scenario, because if you read it in your accreditation standards, or you want to gain leadership commitment, what is leadership that you target? Leadership you target is 3 levels: governance board, management, and executive council, who is management, and medical council. This is the leadership structure. And what is about leadership, rule of each of them? All leadership responsible for leadership commitment and culture change. We will explain it in another scenario in our program. But now, what the general or the broad rule of them? Here, medical council will outline process for corrective actions of the clinical performance, monitor. There is 2 bylaws in any hospital: corporate bylaw and medical staff bylaw. We will discuss bylaw later, also in clinical process monitoring and privilege and the credential of medical staff. Outline process for corrective actions, monitor effectiveness of care, critical criteria for application, and the credential and the privilege of staff members. Okay. Before we go to this, let's discuss this diagram. This is the governance board and the executive council, who is responsible for daily operation. The task, tasks which are delegated, or the executive council are responsible for, is too many. They are responsible for all operations of the organization, for quality, for infection control, designing processes, for environmental safety, for morbidity and mortality, for medical records, for patient satisfactions, for safety, for risk, for different operations. Daily operations is too complicated and has different categories. So, how executive council discuss all of these issues and arrange them themselves in a frame that they can control all of the performance of the organization. They design a council or committee for each topic or each category of activities for operations. For example, those executive council are responsible for quality. So there is a quality council or quality committee. We will discuss it later in a special scenario. Quality committee, actually, here, as you see, Dr. Hanan, who is quality manager, not a member in executive council in most of leadership structures, but she will join all of these structures as here as a coordinator, here as a member, infection control committee, environmental committee, morbidity and mortality committee as a member. Okay? This committee consider it as like brain for this muscle. This committee includes all or some of executive council, quality member or quality manager, and as a coordinator, and some other individuals according needs. Some other individuals according needs. Okay. We will discuss later, but they meet around once per month for determine what is our scope in quality in the this month and what struggles Dr. Hanan faces in the hospital that they can help here. Quality council, they take the decision for financial resources, for any obstacles that Dr. Hanan faces in the organization. But what is about daily work about quality is the quality department, who is all individual are CPHQ. Okay, so I think that now it is clear the organization structure and what is the role of each one and how it can be cascaded. Here, infection control committee, the same executive council and quality as a member, and infection control member as a coordinator, and other members as needed in the committee for discussing infection control issues. Environmental committee, I like infection control committee. Morbidity and mortality committee, like other committees with the same concept. Okay. Here, what is the role of leadership in healthcare quality? In this slide, we will discuss governance board is responsible for participate in creating the mission and vision and goals. Creating the mission and vision and goals. And in Dr. Hanan, in the governance board meeting, she highlight, I need to mention quality in all of your concern, in all of your document, in all of your planning. So if Dr. Hanan announce her interest allowed in the hospital, allowed in the meeting, and she said, I need quality as a pillar, a main pillar of your planning. So governance board will write down quality focus on the mission, in the vision, and in goals. The also governance board incorporate quality improvement in their business plan because they understand the financial benefits of quality. If they don't understand the financial benefits of quality and the cost of poor quality, they will not care about quality in their planning, in their designing. They will not pay money for cost of good quality. But once they understand it, they will put in business plan and designing the mission and vision goals. And once this framework cascaded down to all of other leadership levels and all of employees in the organization, they will be asked to commit to mission and vision and goals, commit to this, to be, to satisfy the governance board, simply to satisfy the customer governance board. Dr. Ayman and all of the executive council should commit to mission and vision and goals. And if quality is highlighted as a main pillar of the organization. So Dr. Ayman will obey this regulation, will obey this mission, we will obey vision, and will obey quality. So we achieve to be aligned. Alignment is one of the most important topics and concepts in your exam questions, and we will discuss it later also in details. So creating and maintaining a corporate culture with quality passion, like as we discussed it, create and maintain corporate culture. It is a responsibility for executive council. What is culture? We will discuss it later. This is the rule of leadership in healthcare quality. We finished scenario 1. We answered all of the questions regarding the discussion between Dr. Hanan and the governance board members. And here we answered after that concern about drained financial resources and community perspective. Ms. Reem Zahrani, legal compliance. She discussed the financial benefits of quality program and explain what is the leadership for all. It's about influencing others, and what is leadership commitment and culture change we will discuss later. And she explains the leadership structure: governance board, executive council or management level, and medical council. This is the leadership structure and role of each of them. Governance board will design the mission and vision, and governance executive council and the medical council will obey and align with the mission of and vision of governance board. So quality is not just a cost, it's an investment with a measurable return. So imagine that in your hospital, you invited to this meeting like this, and you start by definition to explaining the definition of quality and explaining what is leadership and what is financial benefits of quality program, and ask for commitment, ask for culture change, and you get it. You achieved it. You will make a very important improvement performance in your hospital. Now, we will go here in material. If you open your course, you will see that in material here integrated healthcare quality management CPHQ scenarios. This is your reference to study. This is scenario 1 here. This is the scenario to read it. And after that, the quality definition, Juran, examples, financial benefits of quality program, prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, external failure cost, definition of leadership, structure of leadership, governance level, board composition, governance board responsibilities, just read it, corporate bylaws, to know what is bylaws, and management level, executive level, medical staff level, medical staff bylaws, rule of leadership in healthcare quality. The governing body main rule is strategic alignment. What is strategic alignment? Participate in creating the mission and vision, provide support for quality vision, strategic quality initiatives. The key management leadership rule in quality management, the management rule, it is commit to mission and vision goals of the organization, create and maintain corporate culture, as we said before. This will be discussed later. The role of healthcare quality professional will be discussed in details, or you can read it later after you finish your course, because all of this, your rule, all of this is our course. We will explain every single word here. For example, communication, training, reporting. We will discuss it. We will discuss what is quality management, what is patient safety, what is utilization management, what is your risk management. We will discuss what is data and what is the performance measure, KPI. We will discuss special cause variation. We will discuss failure mode and effect analysis, root cause analysis, strategic goals and the initiative, feedback about customer communication. We will know how to prioritize different concepts, and how will gain leadership commitment, governing body, a leadership education. We discussed it already. And all of this, infection control and so on, effective measurement, analysis, interpretation, reporting. We will discuss all of this. Now we finish this scenario one. Let's ask you if you have any question, please share it. Please give me a feedback. Give me a feedback.
Thank you very much for this lesson. I've learned a lot and very clear explanation.
Thank you. Thank you. So far, none. All is clear. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to the questions for scenario one here. After you open the lesson, you will find here lesson content, CPHQ scenario one questions and answers. You will open it. Thank you. Start quiz. Let's start this quiz and answer it together. According to Juran, quality can best be defined as meeting international accreditation standards only, freedom from deficiencies, and the product features that satisfy customers, achieve perfection by eliminating all errors, reduce operational costs without improving care. Yes, freedom from deficiencies and the product features that satisfy customers. Answer? Yes, correct. You need to read all rationale after each question. Next. Which of the following best reflects the concept that anything less than ideal is opportunity for improvement? Quality is achieving a perfection. Quality is a limited status reached once improvement goals are met. Quality is seeking excellence through continuous improvement. Quality is avoiding all costs associated with care delivery. Seeking excellence through continuous improvement. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. Next. In healthcare, the cost of poor quality primarily refers to cost of setting up quality training programs, cost related to appraisal and prevention activities, cost of medical errors and substandard services that could have been improved, costs of marketing and patient satisfaction surveys. Costs of medical errors and substandard services. Thank you. This is right. This is the correct answer, and this is the explanation. Please don't forget to read all rationale. The governing body of healthcare organization holds the ultimate responsibility for daily operational management of the hospital, quality of patient care and safety across the organization, credentialing and privileging of medical staff directly, conducting root cause analysis of adverse event. Later, we will understand what is the credential in details and the privilege in details and root causes in details. But governing body is not responsible for daily operation. Huh? Yes, not responsible for daily operation. Not responsible for daily operation. Ultimate responsible for care, for quality, and safety across the organization. Key role of leadership in the healthcare quality management is to Focus only on financial outcomes, ensure leadership commitment, and drive culture change. Delegate all quality responsibilities to medical staff. Limit quality initiatives to regulate compliance. Ensure leadership commitment and drive culture change. Excellent. Great. Okay. Now, you enrolled in the main course and also enrolled in revision for CPHQ exam. Actually, now there is no records for your for English language. There is no records for English language, and we will revise together and make the records for you and available for a period of time. So, but let explain what is revision you have access to. Here, you will find. Let's open this one. Revision lectures. We will add links, live links together, and inshallah we will meet together to discuss this. You will find here different quizzes: leadership structure, leadership commitment, leadership styles, quality of counsel. If you can see it under revision lecture 1, there is 7 quizzes: leadership structure, leadership commitment, leadership styles, quality counsel, facilitated change, increasing awareness, culture, and so on. And here there are different 4 quizzes, and so on. Here 7, here 10, here 8, here 3, and additional important videos. We will explain it, no problem. This in Arabic, so don't care about it. And there is a comprehensive test also, 5 quizzes. This quizzes is around 1,000 question. You will answer it. And you, for example, we can open any one here. For example, this one. For 19 question, you will answer them. And after finishing all of the quizzes, let's finish it randomly. You will see here each question and what is the correct answer and what is the explanation. There in some questions you will find Arabic explanation. There is no problem. And if you have any question, just contact us through the community as I showed you before. The evaluation like this. This is incorrect answer and this is the correct answer and this is the explanation. You need to read them. Okay. This is all, and you have different options here. If restart the questions, restart the quiz to try again. And in your profile, to confirm that you know the process well, in your profile, for example, I answer, this is my last quiz. So if you open your profile and the history of your quizzes, you will go down and you will find TQM. This is the day of today, and I consume 35 seconds. And this is the answer for my answers and what is the correct answer and what is the wrong one. Okay, and each question, what time spent for each one. And here you can see this is the reasons for what is the correct answer and why what is the wrong one. So you can go back and know what is your history and what's your answers about different quizzes and your improvement. And also, I have a record for each one of them, each one of you. So if you have any question about your performance and if you are ready for exam or not yet, just ask me and I will be in contact and question your answer your question. Okay, now I didn't go through deeply in CPHQ exam and to explain the concept behind it. Do you need this? Do you need this to know in details what is CPHQ and I want to ask a question, please, another one. If we need to take more than a lecture a week, you are ready for this, and we can handle the time together. Are you ready for this or not? In case, because your number is small, and we can finalize earlier than planned. So we can finish all our curriculum. Usually my groups in English and Arabic is big. No, we will handle the time together. We will not take we will handle the time together, and it will not be morning time, of course. uh, because we are just four members and a small group. So it's like a private one. Usually, this group considered a private for me. And private groups, I usually take it concise, and we will consume not too much time as usual with large groups, because this is a concise group. They concentrate, they ask us specific questions, not too much discussions. So it is better for you, and the outcome, I think it will be better if you committed to attending the lectures, and if you have questions, just inform me, and we can take several lectures, not as planned in the schedule. You see it in the website. We can handle this issue later. Now, I finished the main target of this lecture today, because this is the introduction, and I consume usually in this the planning. I take too much time in introduction. So you need. I will repeat the question. Do you need to go to discuss what is CBHQ exam in details? You to know what is the origin of the exam for NH, what is NHQ, and what is the exam, and window and registration and everything, every question regarding this. Yes, yes, please. Okay. So, okay. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Here, this is the website for CBHQ exam. Organization responsible for CBHQ exam, as a very reputable organization that is reputable in all internationally and know everywhere. It is known everywhere. They provide a credential, which is CBHQ, Certified Professional in Healthcare Quality. This certificate is a professional one, not academic certificate. What is meant by professional certificate? Professional certificate means that you set for the exam, just that. Set for the exam from your experience, or from your learning or studying materials. They aren't responsible for educating or teaching you anything. They are responsible for evaluating your capabilities. They are responsible for if you are fit to be certified professional in healthcare quality or not. So, it differs from than academic certificates like master or diploma or PhD in a management field. You as a university responsible for teaching, responsible for examination, responsible for learning some learning objectives to assess your capabilities. What this is the difference, like the difference between English course, for example, or language course. It's the difference between language course and language course and IELTS, for example. IELTS is just for assessing your English level. But learning course, language course in English, you will take course to study English. This is the difference between academic certificate like diploma or master or PhD and CPHQ. This organization recommends that you have experience before setting for the exam because most of questions are applicable questions. They ask you at scenarios and different situations what you will do in this situation. They ask you about your experience. So it's preferred, but it's not mandatory to have experience before set for the exam. But in case you don't have any experience, it is my responsibility to imagine a situation or and explaining simple, complex definition, complex concepts in simple words, and to practice too much questions to understand too many questions to understand well the concept and how to apply it in the exam. Actually, I have to. I have more than 3,000 students who have studied CPHQ curriculum with me before, and most around 50% of them don't have previous any experience and pass the exam. So don't be afraid from this. And I'm just explaining what is behind the professional certification. If we are going through. This international CPHQ candidate handbook, this is all of questions that you need to understand before studying CPHQ curriculum or the exam. Let's go through it. CPHQ is an individual who passed. This is their interest in passing the exam. Passed the accredited examination, demonstrating competent knowledge, skill, understanding of program development and management, quality improvement concepts, coordination of survey process. We will explain all of these concepts together. Communication and education techniques and departmental management. This is the whole number of CPHQ around the world by 23, 15,000. About the exam, I discussed it before. Exam is about 140 questions. 125 you are computing in the score as this and around 15 questions is pre-test. What is meant by pre-test is they test these questions in the future for your colleagues in the future, because they aren't sure that each question design is meet the requirement for your capabilities, your understanding. The language is very clear. So they test around 15 questions. These 15 questions, you don't know where it is in the exam because it is distributed randomly in the exam questions. So you will answer them as a real exam questions, and this is the purpose. They test the questions as pre-test and 125 are used in computing the score. 125 already previously were pre-test questions, but after approval they become real exam questions, and you will it's depend on your score. You will gain, you will pass or not pass in the exam, and you will pass inshallah if you follow my plan. The exam questions is about 23% recall, 57 application, and 20% analysis. What is recall? That test the candidate's knowledge of specific facts and concepts, just to memorize knowledge and facts, concepts about curriculum. The small number of questions, 30, 23. And what about analysis? 20%, the candidate ability to evaluate, problem solve, or integrate a variety of information. Just they give you different data, and you will interpret this data and to reach a conclusion about this data to solve a question, solve a problem solving, and to make a judge. And what about application? Application, interpret or apply information to a situation. So what makes me to design the curriculum in scenario based, to imagine if you are in the first time to contact quality management, not to be afraid, and to be familiar with the logical sequence. Actually, this is not the logical sequence of the designing content of the exam. I will show you. Okay. And the score before the score, it's calculated, and it is presented in certificates from 125, and your score around, for example, 95, and the passing score 90. This is the previous form of certificate. Now they do like a scale. The passing scale is passing number is 600, and if you blew your number is below 600, you will not pass, and after, if it is above 600, you will pass. And if, for example, you achieve 650 score, your score is 200 650, you will pass exam. What's your exact number you answer from 125, you will not know this question. And there is a very important information I should share with you. You don't join any group of other colleagues or other friends of you, because they may share some exam questions, some real exam questions, and this, but your participation in this exam questions will affect your decisions in the exam. And they have a very intelligent system to detect who exposed before to exam questions. If you know exam questions before the exam, it will affect your ability in the exam answering all of the questions, and you will answer the questions in a specific pattern that will be detected by their system, and they will block your score from passing. You will not pass the exam. You will not pass the exam even you achieve the passing score. They will block your result. Don't be afraid. I don't suffer any from these issues before, or colleagues that study CPHQ curriculum with me, because we don't share any exam questions. We don't share any exam questions. We share a concepts, and we will practice a real a mock exams, which is lookalike exam questions, but not real exam questions. In this handbook, there is they make a notice about this to be awareness about this topic. So my advice, not to follow any other groups. if you have a group of your friends told you that we will make a group and share exam questions and we will discuss, and with a good intent you shared you joined this group and discuss with them, you will these questions will affect your mindset and your pattern in the exam. I am sure 100% about this issue. I am sure 100% you will be stressed in the exam, and if you said I will distinguish between questions that I saw in the group and I will know how to answer the questions, and no, 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 all of this is mis concept, and you will affected by those real exam questions, and you may be assured that you know this exam before questions before, and you astonish once the exam results released that you not pass the exam. So my advice, not follow any other groups other than ours in Stabrook. In exam, it will be in this window. In next year, they not update the handbook to the 26, but it is the same in February. The exam it will be from 2 to 22. And we are planning to set for exam in May. Okay, in May we can set for exam in May. Is the exam window? You can select a day from 4 or to 24. It may be slightly different in 26. So we are waiting the update of this international handbook. You will select a day, and to make sure of your selection, because there is no changing to other window, but you can change in the same window. You can change the date in the same window, but you will not. You can't change to delegate to or postpone your exam to another window. Okay, before it was, now it is not applicable. Exam, you can take exam in centers, or you can take exam online from your home or your office. But in that case, you will be if you can go to assessment center, you avoid headache, too much headache from proctoring evaluation, because you will open the camera and you will go with the laptop in all of the corners of your room, and there is another one ask you to open the camera, and all of your exams there is another one behind the screen seeing all of your movement, and if he detects that you make any inappropriate action, like trying to look other away from the screen or make any movement, he can suspect that you are make illegal participation, so he can close exam online. But actually, there is no problem if you don't have access to assessment center. There is no problem. You will. I will guide you through the online examination. I before it's my CPHQ exam. It was in assessment center, but I examined several other exams online, and the experience it's not good, not bad. It is you can handle it if you don't have any assessment center beside you. There is no problem. We can handle it. Okay. This is the application period. It will be like the same in 26. For exam window in May, you can apply January, the end of January to April, to 30 April to start exam in May. It's around just 4 days before starting of the exam window. So you have the time to decide and select the appropriate date. I can guide you, the team can guide you to all of the process of registration for the exam. There is no problem. It's so simple, and you can guide all instructions, and you can book it yourself, or we can help you. It's no problem. Okay. This is the like exam window, and you can read it before sitting for the exam. This is the price for the exam. It's a $679 for non-members. If you make membership in NHQ, you will get 100 discount, but membership will cost you more than 100. This is what's discussed before disciplinary policy. Disciplinary policy regarding sharing exam questions. So it's forbidden. I just you for to participate or to discuss this preparation for CPHQ certification exam. If you can read it, examination questions are written from a wide variety of publications, resources. Some suggested preparation examination for the exam might include, but shouldn't be limited to the following resources. You can imagine what is all of these resources. So if you they aren't responsible for teaching you what is quality. They write down what is they used for writing exam questions. So I do my support was without exam will not get certificate. Exam is mandatory. I will discuss this one. So all of these resources, you will not, you can't studying all of these resources. It's 34 resource, and these three sources websites, updated websites. This last one, it is from officially USA website, governmental, and share too much articles daily. Too much articles daily. So you can't study all of this material. This material is not for studying. But I collect all of important information you need in our handbook. In our handbook, in 300 in 300 page, all of topics, all scenarios, you will gain all of the important information you need, and I will add some papers in revision. We will answer different questions and different topics we'll discuss to be ready 100% for the exam. This is the exam outlines: quality leadership, strategic planning, stakeholder engagement, and this is different chapters. So I don't like this method of learning because you will not gain the mindset that I need to develop in your decisions and planning and working in your hospital. According your questions, divide it into steps. The first step is you are studying a course right now. In this course, you teach it. You learn what is quality management in details in around 50 hours. You will gain a material and quizzes and assessment in our platform, and gain a certificate from our sides. We are licensed from Knowledge and Human Development Authority in Dubai. Okay, this is from our side. So this course certificate, some people use that as evidence for continuous education and development in their field of quality management. Some can use it as evidence of understanding. Some use that as provisional or elementary entry level for quality department. So it is the beginning to gain a full understanding of quality management. The same course, the same material, the same content you used to gain the certificate of the course, you can use it to sit for international examination. international examination. This examination, this certificate, CBHQ, is well recognized all over the world. It is accredited and known by GCI and known by everywhere in the internationally in any country. That if you applied in a job in KSA, in UAE, or in anywhere, in any Azerbaijan, anywhere, okay, Philippines, all of them know what is CBHQ. So once you finish the course, you will get the course certificate. And if you want to take an international certification that is to be added, a credential like master, like diploma, like PhD in your CV, you will try to sit for the exam of CBHQ and take the examination, which is an international exam, and you will be get the credit and the credentials to be added in your CV, and you can in this situation as recognized from all over the world that CBHQ candidates who pass this exam can work as a quality professional, can work as a quality manager, can work as any level of leadership in the hospital, because they know and they understand well what is hospital, what is the hospital levels, what is management, what is quality, what is safety, what is infection, what is operations, what is clinical processes, what how to get data, analyze data, interpret data, make a decisions, problem solving, communication, education, accreditation surveys. They know well what is leadership, planning types, leadership styles, management, all of these topics. You are very trained, well trained about it. So it's a powerful credential in your CV. I hope that you got my point. Great. I finished. I finished today. And if you have any question, any suggestion, any comment, any improvement action we can take, whatever you want to say, I am hearing you, and you can share with us. It is our first lecture together, so you can also share your feedback if you are satisfied or not satisfied. I like to hear you. Our next lecture, it will be as every weekly at the same time. Weekly at the same time. If we can, if we need to handle the time together, we will inform you by good time to be ready. If we can add some extra lectures together. Weekly, one a day, yes, weekly. But as I informed you, all of you, that we can add different lectures. Once we can go through 2 3 weeks, we can handle it together. There is no problem. And we also I assume that your group will take less time than usual, because other groups exceeding 50%, other group exceeding 50. You around you are 4 persons actually. So it's like concise group, private group. We can join 2 lectures in one, because other groups take too much discussions. But we are together, yani, until we finish all of data, we finish all of material, we finish all quizzes, we answer all of things. So we will be from A, consider it A, and we will not finish all course and after finishing explanation, revision, answering all questions. It's my responsibility from A to Z. I consider VIP class since we are four, mashallah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Uh, great, great. Do you have any question? I hope that you are satisfied today from the to give us a motive to continue together. You are satisfied today? Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Thank you, thank you. Yes, we are. Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank you, thank you. Good luck. Meet you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Good luck. Meet next Monday at the same time, and you will find the link in the next lecture, scenario two. You will find the link next lecture scenario two. Thank you. Next Monday, inshallah, it's our meeting. Bye. Thank you.